Sure. I need to complete the achievement to unlock this race. So these guys can play warrior, hunter, rogue, and priest, and mage, and warlock, and monk. Check out the male version here. So they look a lot like night elves, alright? There's really not a lot to them. They're in a preview state. They have just three little three skin tones here. Make them really blue or dark. Kind of. Let's check out his faces that they can do. Really old wrinkly man. Remember, these guys are the crack addicts. They're like, we need our mana, or whatever it is. So they have a bunch of different hairstyles. Bald. It's pretty neat. And they have this longer hair. Hair color. Of course, you just probably have a lot of white tones and some darker tones. Tattoo style. Oh, this is cool. They have a lot of different cool tattoos. Not a great amount, but I can't actually create him. It won't let me. It only lets me preview them. Now I have unlocked the high mountain guys here. And so the male and female version of them. Of course, I'm going to make him male. And he can play a monk. So, monks have increased versatility. So these guys are really good with that. And they have another charge attack. They cannot play a death knight, but they can play a warrior. So that's nice. They also can play a hunter and a shaman. That makes a lot of sense that they play shaman and monk and a druid. So really cool. And you can also boost them. And so let's check out more info here. So charge forward, knocking down the enemies, increased versatility, mining and speed, chance to harvest, resistant to all damage types. That seems really good for monk. Because monk has increased versatility. You have this giant tauren flying around beating you up. I think that's great. I want to play that. It's going to be great. Highborn. They have damage and snare. They have a damage and snare to nearby enemies. That seems pretty good for rogue or hunter, survival hunter. Resistance, increased magical damage. So that seems really good for mages. And adding a snare to them so you can snare and blink away. That seems really good. And they can also play warlock, which is just really good. Now with the snare with the warlock, it's not that good. Snare with monk is probably pretty good too. But increased magical damage. And their resistance to arcane damage, which is weird and strange. And they have an inscription skill increase, interesting. And can summon magical grimoire to access their mail. It seems to me like there's a lot of classes that could be good for. It depends on like the shadow attack that they have, like shadow attacks. If they could do damage. So rogue seems like a very good fit for these guys, it seems. Let's check out some of the high mountain customized abilities to make them look cool. And we can probably boost one up or level one up. Skin color. We're going to make this guy. This is probably what they would look like. Sort of like a cow, I think. Like a lighter skin. Or a black version of it. Black skin tone. This is pretty cool. Little snort. Little nose. I want to give him a giant nose with a nose ring. I'd probably pick this one right here because he just looks like the biggest nose looking guy here. Oh, he has big moose antlers. Look at this.